How's it going, people? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to 5:30 in the morning. Today I am going to be driving potentially two very interesting Alfa Romeos, and in order to do that I've had to get up super early in the morning to go to Essex to find the guy who owns these two cars and go give them a drive. One of them is a car that I really want to buy. I don't know if I'll ever actually buy it. I don't know if I'm going to buy it as of this weekend. Probably not. My girlfriend would literally kill me. But either way, thought I'd go and have a look at these two cars for you, give them a quick drive and tell you my thoughts on them. And as you can see, I'm dressed correctly for 5:30 in the morning. But so remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Oh my gosh, I think I might have just turned onto the most aggressive road on the planet. So the two cars that I'm interested in today are this one here, this Alfa Romeo GT Junior, absolutely stunning. He's just washed it as well, you can see it, absolutely beautiful looking car. Sorry again, I'm being quiet because it is like the quietest road ever and it is literally 6:30 in the morning, but that is absolutely stunning. And then if I run over here, obviously you've got an absolutely stunning Mazda MX-5, no biggie, but check that out. That is absolutely insane. An Alfa Romeo 4C, one of my favorite cars on the planet, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, just something to absolutely behold. Gonna be hard for me not to buy one of these. Genuinely in love with this car. I don't think today's the day, but at some point this has to be in the garage. This is like morning gold now because the car's looking pretty swaggy in this light. Might have to take some pictures, you know. So my friend who owns these cars is still in bed. His alarm didn't go off, so he's just getting ready now. And then I can finally properly start this video with you guys and hopefully stop talking so weird as if I'm basically perving on some random set of cars on the street. And that is what I'm doing. But I'm here legitimately rather than just being a voyeur. So my mate has just literally jumped into his Alfa over there. He's finally gotten up and is cleaning the windscreen because apparently it looks better on camera with a clean windscreen. I wouldn't know because my car is horrendously dirty, as I'm sure you're probably already aware. But I wanted to show you something. This is my Mazda MX-5 key. Just your everyday bog standard key, no worries. Just like, yeah, a good key, gets me into my 130 brake horsepower Mazda MX-5. But let me show you something pretty mad. This is the key to an Alfa Romeo 4C because it's the first car today that I'm going to be driving, and I am in a state of, I don't even know what. Literally, look at this. I am walking over to an Alfa Romeo 4C with the key in my hand in order to drive it. What kind of day is this? Oh my gosh. Yeah, buddy. That is a level of insanity. And this is Umer's daily. He's just over there absolutely flexing on the whole road here. This is literally his daily driver. Right, I'm gonna set up some cameras and I'm gonna take this thing for a drive. I am gassed. Mate. Oh, I am now already, I mean, it's literally, it's not even, it's 20 minutes past 7 is what it is. And I'm already in one of my all-time favorite cars. This is going to be a good Saturday, I reckon. So this thing has a 1.75 litre inline 4 engine, puts out 250 brake horsepower. Completely different car to what I'm used to. It feels very light already. It doesn't really feel too different. This is gonna sound stupid. It really doesn't feel too different to my MX-5 in terms of the idea behind it. Ultra lightweight, obviously a lot faster, and the turbo noise kicks in very quickly. Oh, I need one of these. I need one of these. The steering wheel is really small, like surprisingly small. I know that when you're driving a car like this, you want a steering wheel that is small and nimble and easy for turning and stuff. I think there's probably a tiny bit of lag when the turbo kicks in, so I'd say maybe half a second between when you press the throttle and then when you get the turbo kicking in. You can feel it's a very focused car. Like it's obviously quite a heavy steering wheel because it has no power steering to save weight. I think the car weighs like 890 kilograms or something, 895. I may be overdoing it even there, but it is a very, very good car in terms of the response that it gives you. The engine noise, not amazing from inside, I have to say. Like, it's okay. It's very vacuumy with the turbo, is what I would say. It's okay, like, it's not bad for a 1.75 litre for an inline-4 engine. Yeah, it sounds good. It is good. Good. So Uma actually track days this car. This is a properly used Alfa Romeo 4C. This isn't just some random one that's been garage queened or whatever. So I really respect him for doing that, because you can already see this car wants to actually be used. Oh, let's go! If I accidentally buy an Alfa Romeo 4C today, I'm sorry, my girlfriend, I'm so sorry. I probably can't really afford it, etc. But I really want one. I really want one. I find that with an automatic, like even with this one, it just doesn't change quite as quick as I'd like it to. It changes fine. Like I'm trying to find some problems with this, because otherwise it's going to be me saying how amazing this car is over and over again for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, however long this video ends up being. So yeah, problems, tight corners, not a fan. Gearbox, too slow. The noise, maybe not as good as it could be. It's still fine, like it's still a nice sounding car, don't get me wrong. But as an overall experience, thoroughly enjoying thus far. One thing that I've realised is that everyone looks, and I realised that we've got two Alfa Romeos in convoy right now, but every driver, every pedestrian, every cyclist, even people in their homes, people are out here staring, and they're looking at the 4C, like they're staring at it. So the interior, plasticky in some places, not gonna lie. So like this whole center console section doesn't feel particularly like, it's not nice materials, but then the seats are very comfortable, and I haven't been moving around too much. I'd say they could probably do with a little bit more bolster maybe, but then you look to the side of you and you see this carbon fiber tub, and you're like, oh, it means business. And the doors and the door cards and stuff, they're all very nice with these like leather pulls rather than standard door handles. Yeah, it's a vibe in here. It's most certainly a vibe. Okay, one more for the fans. Oh yes! Let's go! I need one of these. Okay, so we are here at the reservoir, as you've seen by the preceding B-roll, and I wanted to show you obviously this absolutely stunning car with a great looking guy next to it as well, the owner of both of these cars. But we'll talk about this one in a different video. That's going to come slightly further down the line. Let's focus today on the 4C that we've just been driving in. An absolute beaut to drive. And I just, yeah, I mean, I literally have no words. Driving your car has made me feel very inadequate.
No, it's not inadequate, but it's a nice start to a Saturday.
It really
say
is.
that it's been beautiful. The weather's amazing, and this car is just an experience. But you know, you started up your MX-5 earlier. You clearly like an experience.
Yeah, definitely.
And this car is that. This car is just full on. it makes things happen, and you always think it's a bit more special than it actually is.
Yeah.
Which I like.
Mate, there's no more special than it actually is. Like, honestly, it's being just humble here, because this car is special, despite the fact that it is, what, £35,000 I think you bought it for.
That's what I paid for it.
Like, it is a very special car. It's very pretty. It's not depreciating. It is very much just sitting now pretty flat. So in terms of a buy, as you just said, in your words, it's a savings account, pretty much.
So yeah, so we were just talking off camera, and I was saying that this car, I bought it 2 years ago nearly. I have done 10,000 miles, which is more than double the original mileage. I have taken 3 track days in this, fairly aggressively, didn't hold back. All it's needed is maintenance, and I recently had it up for sale and decided to pull it from sale as the guy pulled into my road to pick it up, having had a blind deposit on it. I just pulled it for sale, and the person who sold it was making the exact same money as the day I bought it from him. I had to take the commission cut, that was it. So if you can own a car for 2 years, 3 track days, if I had HP'd it from the beginning, it would have just been savings. It literally would have been savings. It would have just been cash. I'm getting more back than what I put in anyway.
What has it been like as your daily driver on a day to day?
So normally I was doing a 2-mile drive to the train station. At the moment I am doing a 30-mile drive into central London, and in this you just get someone stick their hand in and go, great car. And literally people trip over themselves. I had to drive into London to pick something up this week. And I drove to Harrods, and I'm parked between a GT4, a Rolls Royce, and on the other side a 458 Italia. And someone literally tripped over themselves running up to me. To say, and 4 or 5 people came up to me and were like, what is this? This is crazy. And it's a third of the price of the cheapest car I just mentioned out of the 3.
I can definitely confirm, like, having just literally been driving this car for what, like 20 minutes or so, I'd say, to get over to here.
It feels like 20, that was a longer drive.
It probably was. It really does. Everyone looks. Like, it doesn't matter who they are, they're looking. And people in other cars are also nice, are waving and they're nodding, etc. Even though you've spent 30k, which you could probably buy a Ford Focus for or something.
There are people in Golf R's that
literally
are going, I can't get one of these, and get the Golf R gone.
Done.
And get one of these.
Trust me.
It's intense, it's not comfortable, and like as comfortable as that, but the ride's decent.
I agree.
And the car just makes you smile. So my brother was saying to me, why are you pulling up? We work long hours. We both work in the same place. You come home at midnight, and I have to drive home from the train station. And I've pulled up, and my brother's just gone, can you not drive the quieter car? Can you not take something else? My dad had an old smart car, so we kept it after he passed away. And it was just like, can't you drive the smart car? But in that 2 miles, this feels, even in 2 miles, like an experience. You don't need to go far. There's something about it. Your MX-5 is just a junior one of these.
It basically
really is.
I did actually say that when I started driving this. I was like, it doesn't actually feel horrendously dissimilar to my MX-5 in terms of concept. It's more like the concept of it. Like, it is a.
It's just that yours is better because they finished designing it.
I suppose. That's the key benefit. But I mean, also, I suppose, like with the MX-5, the idea is that it's a good handling, nice, small sports car. Lightweight. But I think this is lighter than my MX-5, you know?
It's around the same.
I think so. My MX-5 is probably around about 900 kilograms at the moment.
Yeah, so mine is 900 dry.
900 dry.
So let's say 960, 970.
Okay. For me, this is the junior Ferrari, if you know what I mean. And I say that as someone who actually generally, and don't harass me for this or do whatever, I prefer Alfa Romeo to Ferrari, even though my favourite car in the world is a Ferrari Enzo, or an Enzo Ferrari as it should be named. I still prefer Alfa Romeo as a company overall. I think that, yes, some of their modern cars are a little bit boring and everyday-like, but look at their classic cars and tell me that they're not stunning. And like, just their design principles and whatever are beautiful. By the way, obviously, we've just stopped because more people want to take pictures of the cars, which is absolutely fine, obviously. But I mean, like, we've been in this car park for what, maybe half an hour, let's say, and already we've had a whole group of people come and say hello about the cars, and now another person comes to take pictures of the cars. This guy's laughing.
Then this is quiet. This is a quiet place. If you go somewhere busy, it's but it's nice because they're always friendly conversations, and I think the difference is between this and something a bit more expensive, a bit nicer, bigger. is that it's very friendly.
Yeah,
with these.
I agree.
And people know you're a bit loose if you've got an Alfa Romeo, let alone 2. There's something slightly wrong with
something wrong with your head. Yeah.
So they just come up and talk to you because they think you can't be that harmless. Sorry, you can't be.
That
You know,
there's a screw loose basically somewhere.
More than one.
more than one screw loose. Or particularly on that one, I would have seen there's 1 or 2 screws loose. Back in the Alfa again, just taking it for a little drive to finish this video off. But yeah, this car, should I buy one, is the question. I would say this is probably the best exotic car you can get for £30,000. It featured in one of my videos on cheap exotic cars for a reason. I really do believe this is one of the most beautiful modern cars, as I've said, and as an exotic, I just can't see a car that you could get for the same money that is anything like this. Yeah, I'm gobsmacked. I've really enjoyed driving this car today. I'm going to be sad to no longer be driving it. And the experience of having all of these people coming over and talking about the car, and they're in stuff like Ford Focuses, Kias, whatever, that probably cost as much as this car. When they bought those cars brand new as depreciating assets, they probably cost as much as this car costs right now. That's what's so insane. I'm gonna end this video here because all you've heard for the last however long is me saying so good, so good. I just don't think you need to hear me say that anymore. Massive thanks to the patrons. Thanks to you guys for all your support over the last however long. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.